Welcome to the Political Pulse 2.0. Today we're dissecting Kamala Harris's historic loss and a political shift that many thought was impossible just a few years ago. States that have been solid Democratic strongholds are seeing massive shifts toward the right. New York, which once held a commanding D+26 advantage, has dropped to D+12. New Jersey, from D+16 down to D+4. Massachusetts, a bastion of blue, has gone from D+33 to D+23. The same story unfolds in Rhode Island, Connecticut, Vermont, Maryland, and even Delaware. These aren't subtle changes. These are seismic shifts. Kamala Harris lost every single swing state. But this goes deeper than just the battlegrounds. Approximately 10 million Democrats stayed home as opposed to in 2020. 10 million. The exit polls paint a damning picture. For the first time in modern history, Republicans captured a plurality of Latino men, a record quarter of black male voters, and a huge portion of white voters. All of this points to one undeniable reality. Kamala Harris was the wrong person for this moment. She outraised Trump a huge financial advantage, yet her campaign relied on vague promises and a refusal to directly address the issues on people's minds, something not even money could buy. Instead of offering clear solutions, she remained evasive, leaving voters frustrated and uninspired. In a time when Americans are craving straightforward answers, Harris's campaign felt like it was lost in the fog. Americans have been shouting their needs, but it's as though no one in the Democratic leadership is listening. People want answers on the economy, on crime, on the future of healthcare. And while Harris's campaign seemed to avoid specifics, Trump presented himself as the disruptor, the one promising to shake up the system, to tear down the status quo. When the choice is between vague platitudes and someone insisting on change, even if it's disruptive, it's clear voters chose change. Look at the numbers again. D+26 in New York to D+12, D+16 in New Jersey to just D+4, even D+36 in Vermont down to D+30. These aren't mere dips, these are alarm bells. And still, the Democratic elite avoided a primary, gaslighting Americans into thinking Biden was fully competent, despite his clear struggles. By refusing to let the people choose a new direction, the Democrats seem to have abandoned the very principles of democracy they claim to uphold. This wasn't just a loss, it was a historic collapse. The Democrats have relied on their traditional base, assuming it would always be there. But Kamala's inability to read the moment, her vagueness, her insistence on the status quo, made voters feel alienated. And the question left in everyone's mind, who's really running the country right now? Because it's clear Biden is unwell, and yet we see no answers. The exit polls reveal the truth. Large numbers of Latino men, black men, white voters, they've shifted right, no longer buying into a party that seems deaf to their concerns. The Democrats were awash in anti-Trump rhetoric, focused on a perceived cult of personality instead of focusing on what Americans need right now. Once again, the Democrats misread the moment. So, what's really going on here? The Democrats appear more focused on holding power than serving the people. With every swing state lost and millions of their own base staying home, we're witnessing a party that's crumbling under the weight of its own misguided priorities. Anti-democratic practices, broken decision-making, and a stubborn refusal to address the real issues have left Americans disillusioned. Is this the end of the Democratic Party as we know it? Have they reached a point of no return? What will it take for leaders to finally listen to the people? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the Political Pulse 2.0, where we keep a finger on the heartbeat of American politics.